We have a right-angled triangle. One of the acute angles measures exactly 30 degrees. And finally, the total perimeter of the triangle is 30 units. That's it. Just 3 clues, and we need the area. Let's start with the angles. Every triangle has interior angles that add up to 180 degrees. We already know 2 of them, 90 degrees and 30 degrees. So the remaining angle must be 180 minus 90 minus 30, which equals 60 degrees. That means we're dealing with a very special triangle, the famous 30, 60, 90 triangle. And whenever you see a 30, 60, 90 triangle, a special side ratio comes with it. If the shortest side is x, then the hypotenuse is 2x, and the remaining leg is x times the square root of 3. Now let's use the perimeter. The sum of all 3 sides must equal 30. So we can write x plus 2x plus x square root of 3 equals 30. Combine the first 2 terms. That gives 3x plus x square root of 3 equals 30. Factor out x. We get x times the quantity 3 plus square root of 3 equals 30. To isolate x, divide both sides by the quantity 3 plus square root of 3. So, x equals 30 divided by the quantity 3 plus square root of 3. But we don't like radicals in the denominator. So let's rationalize. Multiply the top and bottom by the conjugate, 3 minus square root of 3. Using the identity, a plus b times a minus b equals a squared minus b squared, the denominator becomes 3 squared minus square root of 3 squared. That's 9 minus 3, which equals 6. So we get x equals 30 times the quantity 3 minus square root of 3, all divided by 6. 30 divided by 6 is 5. Therefore, x equals 5 times the quantity 3 minus square root of 3. Great! Now let's find the area. The area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. In our triangle, the 2 legs are x and x square root of 3. So the area becomes 1/2 times x square root of 3, or 1/2 times x squared times square root of 3. That means we need x squared. Since x equals 5 times the quantity 3 minus square root of 3, we square both sides. That gives x squared equals 25 times the quantity 3 minus square root of 3 squared. Now let's expand that square. 3 squared is 9. Twice the product gives minus 6 square root of 3, and square root of 3 squared is 3, which simplifies to 12 minus 6 square root of 3. Factor out a 6. That becomes 6 times the quantity 2 minus square root of 3. Therefore, x squared equals 150 times the quantity 2 minus square root of 3. Now, substitute that into the area formula. Area equals 1/2 times 150 times the quantity 2 minus square root of 3 times square root of 3. 1/2 times 150 is 75. So area equals 75 times square root of 3 times the quantity 2 minus square root of 3. Now distribute the square root of 3. 2 times square root of 3 stays as it is, and square root of 3 times square root of 3 becomes 3. Therefore, the exact area is 75 times the quantity, 2 square root of 3 minus 3. That's our final answer. And if you check it on a calculator, it comes out to approximately 34.81 square units. If you solved it before the final step, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.